Welcome to your weekend focus for October the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you do send my way each and every day. I do send it right back to you. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. We've just had the new moon in Libra. We have the King of Swords as our first card. There's strength there. What do you want to go forward in? Are you willing? Are you disciplined enough? Six of Swords. These are all cards for moving forward with determination. The High Priest is back again and in the middle again. You have the Ace of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles. Balance. And it caught my eye. I'm going to say it right now. The Two of Pentacles here. And, you know, between the Pentacles, he's got this rainbow of light, illumination, going in the number 8, or the sign of eternity. But if we turn it that way, it's the number 8. And we had the new moon at 26 degrees, which comes to an 8. So it's all about your karma. It's all about bringing in balance. It's all about your empowerment to go forward. Let's start with the King of Swords. King of Swords sits there on his throne, and he looks very stern, doesn't he? And he's saying, are you willing to pick up that weapon and fight? Fight for your passions, fight for your dreams. What kind of dedication, what kind of determination do you have behind your dreams? Are you willing to go the extra mile for yourself? Are you willing to break out of your comfort zone? Remember that the moon moves into Scorpio, and so we have two really full days of Scorpio energy, asking us to go deeper, understanding our commitments, why we're doing what we're doing. Is it ego-based? Is it heart-based? Is it logical? Is it tangible? Is it something that can be real? We have the Six of Swords, which is also going forward. You know, those swords, because I don't know how long you've been watching me, but if you've watched me for a while, we used to go out in the canoe together. I don't know if you remember that. Anyways, the first thing I thought of is, geez, those swords in the boat would spring leaks. Unless, of course, those swords plug the leak. The things that were making our boat actually sink were saved by our swords, our lessons, our travels to this point, our wisdom that we've collected, and it allows us to go forward. So every time our boat sprung a leak, we learned something from that. Every time we ended up in a situation that seemed chaotic or sorrowful or confusing, we learned something from it. We plugged that leak. And now with our boat floating, no holes, now we go forward. Now we put that paddle in the water and we start to aim our sight towards the future, towards the path we want to walk on, towards those goals that we want to realize in our life. Looks like a very expansive patch of water. So we are in it for the long haul. It's not going to be fast. We don't have a motor on that boat. We don't even have somebody in that boat helping us. This is about us and our determination, our strength, and our courage. Are willing to go that extra mile for ourselves. Are we worth it? Are we deserving of our own attention? To bring in, to realize our dreams, our desires. High Priest is here, still giving us that logic and passion, love, combination. The secret to unlocking the balance that is needed between our intuition, between our logic. Overcoming our fears, knowing that we've always held the key inside of us. So this could be something that has been calling to you for years upon years. And you might have pushed it so far down that you don't even remember it anymore. But this is the time. Remember, the karma card kept coming out as well, telling us to embrace those things that we thought we couldn't or we shouldn't, because there was some fear, some worry, some concern. Maybe it wouldn't bring in stability. Maybe it wouldn't bring in love. Maybe we were told that we couldn't do it, or maybe we berated ourselves in believing that we couldn't do it. This is a time to go inwardly and understand that you own that key, and then understand how to use that key to open up doors in your life, to new paths, to new limits. Because we have the Ace of Cups here. Your cup overfloweth. Remember the Queen of Cups sitting there on the beach, drinking from that cup that overfloweth. Now, Ace of Cups is definitely a new path. A new path that could be in love. Passion, definitely. This is knowing that the abundance is in front of you. King of Swords sits there and says, are you willing? Are you determined? Will you pick up that sword? Will you believe in yourself? Will you believe in your dream, your cause, your desire, your worth, your value? Will you believe in all these things? Because this is the other side of it. The happiness, the abundance, the gratitude, the joy. And the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is very much about the balance we need in order to go forward. Those waters look quite choppy. It may not be easy. In fact, it probably won't be easy to really bring in the balance, bring in the stability. It's going to take hard work by these cards. Hard work that you can't handle? Definitely not. In fact, it may just seem like it is a lot harder to do than it really is. Maybe that's the fear. Thinking of all that extra you have to do in order to produce a goal, a dream, a desire, to invent, to create. And what are we trying to keep in balance here? Is it worthy of our attention? Because there's some things in life that constantly pull you away from your path. And some of them you have to be present for, but others, we may be reflecting into those things so we don't have to look at our own path forward. So we don't have to look at how we need to bring in balance. So this is a weekend to look at it. This is the weekend to, this really is a weekend to understand what you're willing to do for your dream, for your goal, for your desire. Because the King of Swords is telling you you are going to have to fight, you are going to have to expand your perceptions. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. You may need to put on that suit of armor. Are you dedicated to yourself, your dreams, your passions? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the patience? Do you have the perseverance to pursue? Because look at the beauty that awaits. We're going to go with, because I didn't do these for the new moon, the Journey of Love cards. Love is very much about the new moon. A card did fall out, but it didn't fall over, so that one sure did, though. Dream a little. Dream a little. Look at that, 51. From unexpected meetings, we talked and shared our lifetime. A gentle, peaceful, quiet time reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before. And like a bud about to flower, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little. Let your imagination wander and wonder, what if? What else could be? Breaking down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight of fancy, it's a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. Expand your horizons, expand your perceptions. Break down the barriers. Think outside the box. Dream a little. That's what this weekend is about. The what ifs. What if? What else could be? Let your imagination wander and wonder. Ask yourself those questions. I think we had an affirmation card with the new moon reading as well. To question the what ifs. To think, maybe I've just scratched the surface. What lays beneath that? What could I step into? How big can you dream? You know, if your dream is not scaring you, it's not big enough. You're still keeping yourself safe. You're still doing that juggling act, and you could be doing that juggling act for eternity. And you know, we're looking here to somewhere else. We're not even concentrating on what's in front of us. So what you are trying to keep into balance, I'm thinking you need to just drop those coins and you need to step on a new path. You need to pioneer in a part of your life. And maybe you're trying to keep it in balance so that it is normal, for lack of a better term. I hate the word normal, especially when you're a mom with special needs kids. Normal, that word is just hated. Predictable. What are you trying to keep? What are you working so hard to keep predictable? And what do you see on the horizon that could change everything for you? That's what this weekend is about. We've just come off of a new moon. It's time to really look at what seeds we truly want to plant in our life. What goals, what desires, what dreams, what passions we have that are still laying dormant inside of us, to bring them out into the light, to embrace them, to take a chance on ourselves. Today I take a chance on me. How about that for an affirmation? Let's see what our wise animals have to say here. And we have crystal clear with the hummingbird. Crystal clear. And let's see what the hummingbird would like to tell us. Goals, positivity, happiness, hover, and clarity. As you become more clear about who you really are, you will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. Hummingbird tells you that it is essential to have crystal clear and concrete goals before taking action. Write down exactly what you want to achieve, your plans, your ultimate goal. You should be clear about your action steps in order to reach your goal. It is then you can see with clarity how you can reach your goal and become motivated in doing so. A positive attitude is a prerequisite if you wish to live a fulfilled life. It is when you believe in yourself, set a vision, and put wings on your dreams that your life begins to feel purposeful. Hummingbird is filled with magic and love and wants you to know that not everything is supposed to make sense. You will feel much happier, loved, and motivated if you allow yourself to focus on the good in your life and all around you rather than looking at all the bad. Hummingbirds can do what most birds can't. They hover and take a lesson from their abilities to just hover over the issues before making a drastic decision. Find like-minded and positive people to engage with. This is a good way of motivating yourself. So, you know what? This weekend is all about writing down exactly what you want to achieve, your plans, your ultimate goal. It's about being clear about the action steps that you need to take in order to reach your goal. And then you will see in clarity, with clarity, how to actually step into manifesting that goal, that dream, that desire. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.